So also developing tonight, the U.S. is beefing up our military presence in mainland Europe. We have learned that the U.S. is sending in more fighter jets like these at the request of our allies tonight. Earlier, our own Shepard Smith traveled into the disputed territory, into the heart of this international crisis, and he joins us now live from Kiev, Ukraine.
Martha, we wanted to know what it's like in that particular area, so we took about a 400-mile flight from here in Kiev down to Simferopol, which is in the heart of Crimea. And when we landed at the airport, there had been troops there in recent days, Russian troops, but we saw none of that. Some local security forces with Russian flags went into some squares around some transportation hubs, no Russian troops. And so many of the people on the ground said it feels better now. It feels like it's stabilizing, but you have to go farther. We went to a naval institution and found Russian soldiers had taken charge of it. They had not allowed the Ukrainian soldiers to leave. They had taken their arms away. That's the same spot where a UN diplomat today was harassed by a mob, ended up hiding out in a coffee shop for a while before ending his diplomatic trip here early. The fact of the matter is the Russians control all of the ports, all of the naval installations. Ukrainian ships are blocked into their own port by the Russians, and the BBC even got video of Russian snipers in a tower watching over that area. So the truth is the Russians control Crimea. They do for now, at least. Well, there's diplomacy underway. Our Secretary of State John Kerry met with the Foreign Secretary from Russia, Sergei Lavrov, in Paris and spoke in the 9 p.m. hour Paris time, so about 3 o'clock this afternoon in the on the east coast of the United States, and said we had lengthy discussions. We explained to him that this violation of the territory of Ukraine was something that the world would not accept. Said that he laid out all of the options from the United States perspective, but gave nothing that came from Sergei Lavrov. And the bottom line on that was the talks failed. Secretary Kerry said that they'd go forward with more in the days ahead. But certainly people here in Ukraine are wondering, especially in Kiev, which is more aligned with the West and with Europe, when does this end? Right behind me, the flowers that you see, that's the spot where the local police set up a wall. Police snipers got on top and killed a number of the protesters who were here. The hotel where we're staying at the time served as a morgue. So it may not look like tensions are high as you walk around the streets there in Crimea, but certainly they are. The Russians have taken control. The West is trying to get it back. And right now it appears, at least in the early going, that the West does not have a lot of leverage, Martha.
All right. Shepard, invaluable getting that look from inside where all of this is happening. Shepard Smith reporting live from Kiev.